Hey, Justin Brennan here with the Brennan Real Estate Group. So real quick, in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to try and get through and explain the EXP model, how it works, why it works, and how it'll benefit you. So the 3 reasons I joined, real quick. 3 reasons, right? Control, money, and exit strategy. Control, money, and exit strategy. So I'm going to explain these 3, how they work, and how the model kind of whole thing sets up so you can benefit you, your business, and what you're doing for you and your clients. So here we go. So number 1, look, control. At the end of the day, the client, your buyer client, your seller client is choosing you as the realtor, okay? They're not choosing the brand at which you work for. Now, I know some realtors really feel they do. Trust me, I've been with the biggest brands. I've been with ones that ride with Brotherly, Sotheby. I've been with, other ones, some large main brand luxury brokerages, and they're all very good companies. But at the end of the day, it comes down to you as the agent. Trust me, in the minute that any client uses the excuse of brand as a reason why they're not hiring you, at the end of the day, what they're really telling you is, look, I trust the other person more to get it done and get me my money and get my home sold, quickest, least amount of headaches, right? All that stuff more than you. They just don't want to say it that way. So they use brand as an excuse sometimes. If you're hearing that, trust me, it's not the brand. Unfortunately, it's you. But it is you. It's all about you. So EXP gives you the control, and that's why I saw it as most important to be able to push my brand, my name, my image, what I'm doing, and not be forced to sit there and market, the brokerage brand, right? For compliance, it's got to be there, but it's about you, your name, your brand, your colors, what you're doing. So control over your business and the direction at which you go in your brand. So that was most important, number 1. Number 2, the money, right? Look, let's be honest with ourselves. We're in here to make money for our families, for what we want to do, and fund our fun. At the end of the day, we're trying to fund our fun, okay? So the money side. So the last brokerage I was with, if you actually broke it all down, you take EXP, right, and say Sotheby's, right, good company, side by side, breaking it all down, I was about an 83% split with Sotheby's. When you take out franchise fees, office splits, all that stuff, just on the basic dollars for dollars, about 83% net of every $100, I'd get 83. Now, with the EXP model, and you taking out the caps and all the different little fees or whatever it is, it caps out around a 95% split for me. And these are based on recent numbers in the most recent year. That's a 12% difference. Now, in terms of a dollar figure, what that looks like for me was about $41,000 to $51,000 a year, based on the most recent annual numbers for myself. And that's before you even get into the other cost savings, right? Tech fees and all kinds of cool things that you can save money on, office space, all these other things. That's just straight up on a specific transaction, what it's gonna look like, 83% to 95%. And for me, it looked around $41,000 to $51,000 in the most recent annual numbers for me. So that's real money. It's real money. And then you get into the other 2 revenue models on top of just doing a realtor, right? Buying, selling, helping other clients. Nothing's going to change with that. But now you're going to add 2 additional revenue models that are there, whether you want to be engaged in them or not. It'd be silly not to, okay? And this is where the money and the exit strategy comes into place. So you have stock options that come with the company. That's number 2 in the revenue model. And you get those on a transaction basis. You can put certain professional fees towards that each deal, or you can get them when you cross a certain threshold, or when you introduce people to the company and they do transactions and deals, you get stocks for that. And all these things transpire, so where you're building up the stock option and you actually get to see it in real time, and it's a publicly traded company. So it's pretty cool. So that's that revenue model side. So the 3rd revenue model in the EXP system is the revenue sharing. And it comes by way of introducing other agents to the company. And by doing that, okay, you're earning referral fees based on transactions and percentages of those transactions over time in perpetuity. Okay, in perpetuity. It's an amazing setup when you really think of it, because look at it like this. You're not changing anything you're already doing. You're going to be a realtor, you're going to help people buy and sell homes, great. Right? You're going to get stock options, that all kind of flows through, great. And then on top of that, you have this kind of 3rd-party revenue sharing system, a revenue, not a profit, revenue, so it's even better coming off the top when you introduce people to the company, right? It's not changing anything you're doing. If they're going to be an agent and they're going to be a part of it, it'd be nice. You introduced them, you should get paid. You get paid on the transactions they make in perpetuity, and you get paid on the transactions that agents they introduce, and agents they introduce, and agents they introduce, 7 layers deep. real simple, and we can dive into the details on it, but that's kind of in its kind of rough shape how it all works. Your job is not to recruit. My job is not to recruit. I don't want to recruit. If I'm out there doing business like I am today and I see somebody that is interested in changing brokerages, why not introduce them to the company, help benefit them, right? Help myself, and then they can help themselves by introducing other people over time, right? And you're just adding, it's a, employee, I should say an agent-based company, everything is paying itself, right? You're getting away from this traditional brick and mortar, old school mentality, and the paradigm shift is happening, you guys, trust me. It's gonna happen whether you like it or not. And you're gonna see a lot of these brick and mortar traditional brokerages either one, go out of business, or two, they're gonna have to shape their business and bring it more into the cloud-based systems, less brick and mortar, maybe just some hubs, but a lot of virtual setups, right? EXP is way ahead of that, way ahead of that. And that's what's super unique about it. And at the end of the day, you're focusing on you, your brand, your colors, your name, everything about it, because it's you as the agent pushing it, not the brokerage. And trust me, EXP is international. They have 40,000+ agents at the time of this recording and growing rapidly, and they're number one in the United States in terms of growth. It's pretty incredible. And if you just give it the opportunity to understand it, it'll benefit you, your business, both now and into the future. So if you click further in, we'll get into the details of how that revenue share works. You can get some details. I'm going to give you an example right here on 3 levels and what it can look just with simple 3 levels. Okay, so let's go. Let's jump into a little deeper.